This is the story of when the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam corrected a misguided belief about a solar eclipse. A total solar eclipse was an extraordinary event for the people of Arabia. The sunlight gradually faded and the sky turned dark. Despite it being broad daylight, stars began to appear in the sky, and a sense of panic swept through the people of Madinah. They had never seen anything like it before. In fact, they had never even heard of such a phenomenon from their ancestors. Both Muslims and non-Muslims whispered among themselves, trying to understand the meaning behind this strange event. Some of them said, "A great calamity must have struck the world today. The most beloved of men to God must have died. Otherwise, why would God send such a terrifying sign on this very day?" Amid the crowd, a man shouted,
"Don't you know? Muhammad's son Ibrahim passed away today."
Almost instantly, the crowd responded, "That must be the reason." They came to the conclusion that this rare solar eclipse was a sign marking the death of the Prophet's beloved son Ibrahim. Another person added,
"I knew it all along. Muhammad is no ordinary man.
If he were not a prophet, God would not have sent such a mysterious event on the day of his son's death." Even some of the Prophet's companions admitted they had thought the same. Not long after, these rumors reached the ears of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. At that time, the Arabs still had many enemies. Some of them, still in disbelief, felt deeply unsettled by the eclipse. They even began seeking protection from the Prophet himself. Had the Prophet wished to exploit their fear, he could have easily gained dominance in political power. Even his fiercest enemies might have submitted and embraced Islam out of awe and fear. But the Prophet never thought of taking advantage of their fear. Instead, he was saddened by their misguided beliefs, by their reliance on superstition and myths. He walked out to the streets and markets, where people had gathered, and said, "The sun and the moon are signs among the signs of Allah. They do not eclipse because of the birth or death of anyone. So when you see something like this, remember Allah and pray to Him." Natural events like eclipses are manifestations of Allah's greatness, not signs of someone's birth or death. That is why we are taught to turn to Allah in remembrance and prayer during such moments, not to fall into superstition and false beliefs. Follow or subscribe now, and may Allah ease your path to paradise.